Hello friends of La Moderna, this is an educational video about the internal and external sources of finance.
The source of finance is a provision of finance for a business to fulfill its operational requirements. This includes short-term working capital, fixed assets, and other investments in the long term. There are two sources of finance, internal and external.
Internal sources refers to the money obtained from within a business. These resources are typically used to assets for established business. Personal funds are often used by sole traders and come from their personal savings. By investing their own savings, sole traders maintain maximum control over their business and demonstrate personal commitment. The advantage are the sole traders know exactly how much money is able to run the business, and also there is no need to rely the funds or rely on outside investors. The disadvantage are the high rights is posed to the owners, also traders, as the main been investing, and also is the savings are insufficient in made profit difficult to start or maintain a business. Retained profit refers to remain profit of a business after dividends has been paid to shareholders. Retained profit offers several advantages, including being a cheap source of finance without interest shares, a permanent source of funding, and providing flexibility for business use. It allows owners to maintain control without interference from finance institutions. In disadvantage include startup business lacking retained profit, funds for expansions with low retained profit, and potential ineffectiveness to start buyers if dividends are not distributed generously. Sale of access. As the sale of access involves business selling unit or inviting access to generate funds. This access may include obsolete machinery, renovated buildings, excess land, or unit equipment. Advantage of selling assets include unloading costs tied up in industrialized resources and avoiding interest or borrowing costs. However, this option is typically available to established business rather than new ventures. Finding buyers for access, particularly obsolete machinery, can be time-consuming. Alternatively, business may be opt for a sale and lease-back approach, selling an access to a specialist firm while still lending in a continued use. Well, they have the external sources. There are loan capital. This is money sources for financial institutions use as banks. The advantage as the loan capital is accessible and can be arranged quickly for a very specific purpose, and also the owners have full control of the business. In disadvantage, the capital would have to be remained even if the business is making a loss, and also they have to repay the loan made late. Overdraft. This is when a lending institution allows a firms to withdraw more money than currently had its account. Advantage, it provides an opportunity to or for firms to spend more money that they have in account, and also is flexible for on finance. In disadvantage, it provide it's not provide banks can risk it for the overdraft to repay back at very short notice, and also the banks can at times share high interest rates. Trade credit is an arrangement in which business agree to allow buyers to pay for goods or service later without an immediate cash transactions. Advantage of trade credits is that it provides the cash flow positions for business by delaying payments to suppliers. Also, it provides an interest-free method of raising funds during the credit period. In disadvantage is that the voters miss out on the potential discount that could have been obtained by paying cash. Crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising many small amounts of money from a large number of people, typically, for example, in the internet. Advantage: provide access to thousands of investors. Value for a marketing because it can result in media attentions and they have a good alternative finance options. In disadvantage, business with confounding have strong competitions. The business is subject to fraud, scrutiny, and rejections, and fees need to be paid. Leasing. This is where a business enters into a contract with a leasing company to acquire or use particular access such as machinery, equipment, or property. Advantage: affairs do not need to have a high initial capital. Also, the lessor takes on the responsibility of repair and maintain of the access. In disadvantage, leasing can turn out to be more expensive than the outright purchase on an access due to the accumulated total cost. And also, a leased access cannot add as collateral for a business taking of a loan opportunity. Microfinance providers offer hiking service to low-income or vulnerable individuals or groups who would otherwise have no other access to financial service. Advantage: there is more microfinance institutions do not seek any collateral for providing financial credit. They provide or distribute loans quickly and with less formalities to individuals. In disadvantage, microfinance institutions can adopt harsh recovery methods in the event of defaults if the consumers does not have legal representations, and also they offer smaller loan amounts or financial capital. Business angels. There are employed individuals who provide financial capital to small startups or entrepreneurs in return for overseas equity in their business. Advantage: they offer valuable knowledge and they focus on helping a business succeed by using their extensive business experience. Also, no repayment or interest is required. Angel investors found the business and need in exchange get an overseas stake in the same business. In disadvantage, business angels may assume a larger degree of control or ownership in the business they invest in, thereby devolving the ownership of the entrepreneur, and they may expect a substantial return on their investment that we have. And finally, share the capital. This is the money raised for the sale, and also buyers of these shares are known as shareholders and may be entitled to dividends when profits are made. In share capital, advantage is a permanent source of capital as it will no need to be raised. If shareholders want to get their money back, they will to find a buyer for the shares. And also, there are no interest payments, and he will release the business from additional expenses. Disadvantage: shareholders will expect to be paid dividends when the business makes a profit, and for public limited companies, the ownership of the company may be difficult or change hands from the original shareholders.
I